Good morning. Every year in December, end of the year, we have a habit of reviewing the past year, seeing what God has done in the past year, and looking forward to the future and, figuring out what we want God to do in the coming year and to pray about it. So for many years in the past, as we reviewed the previous year and we saw the number of blocks that were there in our lives and the number of things that were just not moving forward, we used to say, Lord, this is the year of the breakthrough. And we look forward to a breakthrough in this year. And the end of the year would come and we would look back and there had been no breakthrough. And so last December, I looked at all the things, areas in which we needed the breakthroughs and they were not happening. And I said, Lord, this is not natural. Other people don't have to struggle so much. These things come in a natural and normal way for people. So what is it? Why is it that we are struggling for so many years in these areas and things are not moving? And I said, is there something you are trying to show us that we are not seeing? Are we not looking in the right direction? Are we focusing our attention somewhere where you don't want us to focus? And is there something that we are missing because of this? And God led me to Proverbs. Now it is my practice, it has been my practice over the years, every couple of years or so, to go over the whole book of Proverbs during the summer holidays when there is no BSF. And that has shaped so much of my thinking and my attitudes and my way of living. And I particularly love the Proverbs 31. The wife of noble character, and I try and assess myself according to what Proverbs says every few years, and I thank God that there has been progress. So this particular part of Proverbs came to me with very, very powerfully. A wife of noble character who can find, she is worth far more than rubies. Her husband has full confidence in her and lacks nothing of value. She brings him good, not harm, all the days of her life. She selects wool and flax and works with eager hands. She is like the merchant ships, bringing her food from afar. She gets up while it is still dark. She provides food for her family and portions for her servant girls. She considers a field and buys it. Out of her earnings, she plants a vineyard. She sets about her work vigorously. Her arms are strong for her tasks. She sees that her trading is profitable and her lamp does not go out at night. Many years ago, my husband and I, we had made an agreement that he would be the breadwinner of the family and I would focus on my spiritual responsibilities. And so that is what we had been doing all these years. But God brought this very strongly to me and impressed upon me that I need to do something. And I realized that I was 61 years old. And I said, Lord, who will give me a job? I am not qualified for anything. I don't have the strength to do a full-time job. And I have a bad leg. And God reminded me that He had healed my leg. I was supposed to have surgery last year in April. And I found that I could not have the surgery. It's a long story. But I realized that I could not also take daily painkillers for one more year. And so I stopped the painkillers and I found that there was no pain. and I'm perfectly fine. I don't have painkillers anymore, and I don't think I need to have the surgery anymore. And so I realized that that was not a good enough excuse. And God reminded me of Moses, whom he called at the age of 80, and I realized age was not an excuse anymore. And so I said, Lord, what is it that you want me to do? What can I do now? What can I start now? And I made all kinds of excuses. I said, why now? Why are you calling me to work now? And he just said, do it. And so I said, okay, Lord, I will look to you. You tell me what. You tell me how. You take me every step of the way. And God directed me to a fairly new field that is just gaining interest and acceptance, and people are understanding now how important it is. And it draws upon both my interest in food as well as in health, and that is probiotics. Probiotics, foods and drinks. And one step at a time, God has led me in what I should do, the products, the recipes, the pricing. I don't know anything about business. I tried my hand at business when I was in my 30s, failed, lost 10 years of my savings, and had made up my mind that I will never try business again. But God brought this, and now I know that it is He who is taking me along. He is giving me favor. He is giving me the success. And I had told him, I said, Lord, this time, this is what I had decided earlier. I gave up. I had a failure. I gave up. This time, Lord, I will not give up. This time, I will persevere until I have success. Just hold my hand and take me along one step of the way, because I don't know anything about this. I don't know anything about business. And God has been leading me one step at a time. I don't take a single step. A lot of people tell me, why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? You know? But I say I'm waiting for God's direction for what my next step is going to be. And He's been guiding me one step at a time. And now, today, my products are available in Gourmet Market, in all the 4 outlets, in a few other outlets they are available. And of course, I have my personal customers also who regularly take my products. And they're finding it helpful. They are finding it helpful for their health. And it is just, I can't explain it in any other way except for the fact that God has given me His favor, His presence, and His direction and guidance, and He is taking me forward. All the glory be to Him. Thank you.